Good morning, Ben. Good morning, Ewan. It's a beautiful day here in England. It's dark out. I don't think we've got the light in real life, but hopefully we've got a bit this evening. Pleasure to have you both with us. Ben, how have you been keeping?
Not too bad, thank you. Not too bad. No, I have thrown myself back into the tender arms of the NHS. So clearly, they've now attacked me with everything sharp in their possession to punish me for my recalcitrance in the past. So everything is going great. Yep.
Right. I heard that they punish you for using the word recalcitrance.
They probably should actually, and it's entirely possible that if I drink a little bit more, the word recidivist is going to come into it as well.
Uh, Cricket, fancy words. We're going very posh this evening. Let's bring it down a bit. Good evening, Ewan. How are you?
Hi, Luke. I'm great, thanks. Doing really well. I've yet to be attacked by any National Health Service sharp objects this weekend, so there's still time.
There is still time. We're only halfway through, after all.
Hmm, indeed.
Well, good evening, any viewers watching. Good morning, any viewers watching. Thank you for joining us. We are playing a new game this evening here on the Boys in the Baltic Star. It's Saturday night, and on Saturdays we play a whole range of weird and interesting creations, from science fiction to science fiction to a bit more science
Hmm.
fiction to weird village zombie games to more science fiction. But tonight we're doing something a little bit different. It's your fault. You bought me this.
I did indeed. I mean, it tied together two things wonderfully that I know that you're very interested in, and here we are.
It's a wonderful thing. It's for those that have never seen it. It is Sloggers and Sledgers. There it is. We can see what it's an homage to.
Hmm.
And it's quite good because I am a big fan of cricket. As you says, good evening, Spez. Good morning, Spez. Thank you for joining us this evening. Um, I'm glad we've got someone who fully understands cricket joining us now. To join someone else that knows a lot about cricket, Ben, you're a cricket fan.
I am, and the nice thing about being now middle aged and decrepit is that the older I get, the better I used to be at it.
It is true. Those memories bloom and blossom, like all those magnificent innings you used to play.
Exactly. That's the thing. Now I must confess, I wasn't a strong bat. Not a strong bat at all. I could field and I could throw and I could bowl, but batting, I had what you might call a very vertical defensive stroke, and that was about it.
I'm loving the fact that in the space of about 30 seconds, you've used about seven terms that the average non-cricket fan would have no idea about. And I'm hoping for more of that tonight from you.
Hopefully, we can explain what we're saying as we go.
I'm, uh, I'm hoping that Ewan finally gets to display his googlies this evening.
Obviously, I assume that's cricket. Who knows? Who knows?
I see.
Yes.
And I've heard that Ben has a very impressive third man.
My third man is excellent. Though, I mean, ironically, I actually stationed him at extra cover.
It gives you a bit of support for your fine leg.
Exactly right. Yes. Yeah. So, do we actually get to pick fielding positions for ourselves when it comes time to be in the field?
Theoretically not in the game, but
Okay.
you know how we play games. We like to add things to them,
We improvise a bit
and I think we might be doing a little bit of that this evening.
because I'm
It's
sort of torn between, gully and point.
you got to be very athletic in the gully and point region, not diving around.
Oh, I tell you, I have a strong arm.
So I've heard. So I've heard. So this evening, the two of our wonderful heroes here, Ben and Ewan, are going to take on the role of two players for a team known only as the Tourists. They are something that is well known in England. They're like a village pub level cricket team. This is towards the bottom of the food chain of cricket. This is not your international games. This is not even like your county standards or your district standards. These are a bunch of alcoholics who need something to do when the pubs are shut or between servings. And as is the case with many of these teams, during the summer, um, they head out on short tours, a chance to play a couple of similar level teams around the country, drink their blood fluid level in beer, and maybe, like my team does, have a curry, stay up, play some cards, and just enjoy being men together. Um, how does that sound to you, Ewan? You a fan of that sort of thing?
Nobody told me that was involved. I'll be honest, but I'll give anything a go once. Apparently.
Well, what some people might not know is that Ewan is joining my cricket team, not my cricket team this next year, and he has to come on tour whether he wants to or not. So he's going to get to experience it all. He's even got his whites ready. That's the outfit for those who don't know. It'll be fun to have you on, and I hope this will encourage you and enthuse you into a season of playing cricket with us.
Me too.
So I shouldn't faff around too long, Ben. Friday the 14th of August is when the tour starts.
Okay.
What are your memories of August like as a time to play outdoor sports?
Well, if you're my age and background, August was pretty much reserved entirely for cricket outdoors. I'm not talking about the inevitable games of football played between piles of jackets thrown down on the ground to be goalposts, because you played that all year round. But in terms of organised sport, in the summer, cricket was what you played. And if you didn't have a team, you went down to the nets and with a mate and you bowled at him for a while.
Absolutely. So nets for those baseball fans is like the cage or something like that. I don't know. We'd have some throwdowns and have a bit of batting and bowling practice and so on. There's going to be a lot of terminology. If you don't know, ask, whether that's you in chat or whether it's Ewan.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Secret.
We've had this game waiting for a while now, maybe a year and a half, and so we've all been growing WG Grace beards in anticipation for it. As you may notice, we're suitably facially attired for the game of cricket. Something to bear in mind: there are no rules in cricket; there are only laws. So tonight I'm going to go through the laws of this game for you both and for those watching. It's quite a mathsy game, so again, it's tying together role-playing, cricket, and maths. Three of my favourite things, and I get to play it with two of my favourite people on my favourite channel. It's just, and I've got wine, I've got tea. Life is good. So, dear friends, you are two members of the Tourists, and you are indeed on tour. It's Friday the 14th of August, and you are going on tour to a couple of counties over. The idea is that you will, on the Friday, you will play a 40-over game against Chadwell second 11. The first would be far too good for you. And then on the Saturday, fighting words. And then on the Saturday, you'll be playing East Flinge.
Okay.
You don't know anything about either team. You've never played them before. They're in total different leagues to you.
Are these real places?
They could be.
This up.
They could be. They sound like they could be.
Keep me in suspense. They could very well could be.
I've played in enough weird places in England that this could be a real place. That's for sure. Then your team will return home on the Sunday, where you would have a league game at your own ground. But of course, you'll be tired and achy by then. And the rumour is that some of the players that have signed up to go on tour are already bottled out of the Sunday. They don't want to play 3 games in 3 days. It's
Lightweight.
It's true.
I mean, how are they going to cope when we start playing village test matches?
Well, considering your oldest player is 72, I think he's going to struggle quite a bit.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, that may be a bit of a stretch. Yeah, 5 straight days could be a challenge. The good news is we'll probably be dismissed twice on day 2, so it's okay.
Exactly. It shouldn't take too long at all. So let's create some characters for our heroes here. As you can see, I've set up the screen. Our 2 heroes are on the right-hand side. Their whole team is going to be in the top right-hand corner. The scoreboard, as the matches unfold, is directly ahead of me. And the stump's right next to me, so I can knock them over if I had the graphical capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
So this game is played using D6s, which we're all fans of on this channel, of course. The players are going to need to come up with a name, and then we're going to roll up some skills.
Mm-hmm.
I need a first name and a surname for me both, please.
Well, it's only technically a first name. I'm going to go with Smudger Smith.
Smudger. I like it.
And I brought dice in red and white, not knowing what format we'd be playing.
We are indeed playing white. Well, it would be white ball cricket, but in villages, like village cricket and things, it would be red balls.
Yeah.
So we are playing with your red balls, please.
Okie dokie.
Smudger Smith, wonderful.
Very nice.
For you, Ewan, who are you?
I'm going to be playing as. I've got 2 things written down. I'm going to be, and I haven't chosen one. I'm going to be playing Nicholas Sedge. Nick Sedge to his friend.
Very nice.
Nick Sedge. I like it. Let's make that edit. Nick Sedge. I hope it's not a name that comes with a.
Oh, as do I.
Unless you're a bowler, of course, and you want to Nick Sedge.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Nick Sedge. So yes, there will be times, dear viewers, where the graphics pop off, where you can't see them so much because that's where I'm editing. So bear with them. It's sad when we lose sight of their beautiful faces. So that's just the way things are. There we are. Nick Sedge is in. Smudger Smith is in. Now, dear friends, Sedger. I call it Sedger. It's quite good. So your team is captained by a man called Kurt Smith. Kurt with a K.
Mm-hmm.
But he's quite open to suggestion. So you guys are part of a. You're sort of, you've been in the team long enough now that when decisions need to be made, he will turn to you and make decisions with you. So when there are opportunities and options in the game, the 2 of you will generally be able to make them.
Okay.
That makes sense. But
what was the surname, sorry?
Kurt Smith. Smith, just Smith.
Oh.
Kurt with a K, Kurt Smith.
No relative.
No relative.
Uh-huh.
And a slight 70s vibe, if you know the American sitcom.
Yes, it's fair. Cricket always has a slightly 70s vibe, to be honest.
It does, yeah. 1870s.
Exactly. The good old years. Right. So we have our names. Now we need to get some skills. Now, in this game, you have 4 skills. You have your batting skill. You have your spin bowling skill. So for those that don't know, there are different ways you can bowl the ball down. Some just try and bowl as fast as you can. Some bowl with sort of fast but dodging this way and that. And some go for slower bowling that spins in different directions when it hits the ground. So, and then there's charisma as well. Charisma will be for, there's certain points where you can get into discussions or arguments between games, which will give you bonus points to help you in match situation, if that makes sense. So, so they all help. Now, the way this is done is each skill is going to have 3d6 scores given to it. So the most you can get is 18, and the least you can get is 3. But what's going to happen is you're going to roll the dice 12 times.
Yep.
And you're going to choose for each one what one you're going to add it to. So you might roll, the first dice might be a 4. You go, I'll put that on fast. And you'll keep rolling 12 until you've got 3 for each. So that way you can, you're at the call of the dice somewhat, but
Yep.
you can decide a bit more whether you want to be a
We
batting.
can steer it
Yeah,
as long as we're willing to take a risk and hold off for a good score where we want it to be.
absolutely. So I will give you a couple of bits of insight into it. When it comes to the skills, if you have a score of 16 or more, so that's pretty high, but if you have 16 or more in batting, you are a batsman. If you have a score of 16 or more in the fast bowling or spin bowling, you will be seen as a bowler. If you've got a batting score on one of the bowling scores of both that are 14 or more, you're like an all-rounder.
Right.
So that's what you're looking for. So you've got to decide whether you want to sort of push to be more of a batsman, more of a bowler, or a bit of both.
Say
If you don't
14
hit
or
10
more.
in anything, you're an umpire.
Yeah, exactly. 14 or more for both. So a batting and one of the two bowling. Now,
All
generally, you won't need to be good at spin and fast. So you're going to pick. You might want to pick one and then just use the other as a dumping ground, if that makes sense.
Okie dokie. Then we will start with a 1. That's going into spin.
Oh,
Oh, mine is a 6, which I feel controversially I'll also put into spin.
No, that's great.
We cover our bases somewhat. Wrong sport.
wrong sport.
A second 1. That's going to spin.
Oh no.
Oh, he's running out of dumping ground already.
Mine is a 4, which I'll put into bats.
Oh,
A 6. I'll put that in fast.
I see what he's up to.
And another 6, which I will.
Oh, wow.
Let's go. Should we go crazy? Let's put it into spin as well.
3. I'll put in charisma.
I'm middling.
I'm sorry, Luke. That's a 5, which I'll chuck into charisma.
Don't you be sorry about being your star player for the team.
What's going
That's
on?
6 going into fast.
Oh, he's good though.
That's a 3, which I'm gonna stick in charisma again.
That's a 3. I'll put that in bat.
That's a 5, which I'll stick in bat.
A 1 is going into spin, and that's my spin collected and finished.
A 3.
With a total of 3.
A mighty 3. That's a good, efficient use, I think. That's another 5.
An absolute min-maxer.
And the 5, I'm going to stick into spin.
I have a 2, which is going into charisma.
Jesus Christ. That's another 5. I'm going to stick into bat.
I've got a 4. I'll put that in bat.
Let's change my dice. I'm going to go with a 4, which I'll stick into fast.
I've got a 6, which goes into fast.
That's a 2, which will also go into fast.
2 to go. That's another 6. That goes into bat. So whatever I've got left goes into charisma.
Yeah, mine is a 1, which is going to go into fast, and whatever I've got left goes into charisma.
I finished up with a 2 for charisma. So I have 18 fast.
Yep.
3 spin.
Mine's 4.
Yep.
7 charisma,
Yep.
and 13 bat.
Cool. Fantastic. Thank you.
My last one was a 4, which is going to go into charisma, which gives me 14 bat, 7 fast, 17 spin, 12 charisma.
Fantastic. So Nick Sedge is a bowling all-rounder. Very useful. And Smudger Smith is a quick bowler who can bat a bit, basically.
Yeah, a bit of batting. Bit of batting,
Bit
but
of
not
batting.
really an all-rounder.
No, exactly. But that's not too bad. So bear with me. 13 for batting, 3 for spin, 18 for fast, which is as good as it gets really, and 7 for charisma. And Ewan, old Nick here, is 14 for batting, 17 for spin,
Sorry,
7 for fast.
7 for. Oh yeah. You're
17
good.
for
You're
spin.
good.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
I'm a slightly different order to you, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't roll a single 5 in all of those. Got all of the others, but no 5s.
Well, just because you can't score a 5 in cricket. It's not so easy. Well, you can
That'll
if you
be the
go for a
reason.
helmet, but
Yeah.
You'll be panting after. I
so
would imagine.
So there are your scores. So in my position as Kurt Smith, I suppose, I need to place you into the batting lineup somewhere. But before I do, you're going to have some skills and capabilities based on your stats. First thing, as you go through sheet, you get experience XP. So the more you play and you succeed, you level up. It's a game where you level up some skills. Your XP starts with 0, so that's easy enough.
That is indeed.
That is an easy start. Yep.
There is my favourite stat in any game, the PP stat. The PP stat. That's how soon.
How long you can stay out at bat before having to.
You have to like go behind a tree somewhere. Can I wait till drinks and rush off? The public is public perception, how you're perceived by the general public. I guess how you're perceived by your village. Your village.
Which probably goes hand in hand with how often you have to run off and take a pee.
It's true. The more
I would
you do
imagine.
that, they're not as interested. Basically, if you've got higher public perception, you tend to get the benefit of the doubt from fans in controversial situations. You start with a PP of 10.
That might be the favourite thing I have that you've ever said on stream.
And then, Q, how you doing, mate? You okay? And then your spot in danger is how likely you are to lose your spot in the team. Because we're just playing a little tour, that wouldn't happen. But if we were playing a larger tour with a squad, that could affect whether you get dropped out of the team or something. But that's no fun for tonight. We don't need to drop out. The answer's 4 is your number, but we're not going to worry about that for tonight. But we are going to worry about some skills. So for every basic attribute where you've got 12 or less, you get no special skill. For stats where you've got 13 to 15, you get one specific skill. If you've got 16 to 17, you get 2 specific skills. And if you've got 18, you can pick 3 specific skills, or you can take 1 skill at level 2. So you're even better at it. So you've both got 1 batting skill. So let me quickly go through some batting skills, and you can choose what you want to be good at, really. Let's have a look. Right, batting skills. So I'm going to go through them quickly. I'm not going to spend too much time, but if something sounds good to you, shout out. You both get 1. You can either dance down the pitch, which makes you good against spinners to slog them. Finisher is towards the end of the game, looking to get you to you're good at getting your team to the target. Getting the team off to a flyer is if you're opening the batting, which I'll be honest to you, neither of you will be with those stats. Handy with the gloves if you want to be a wicketkeeper as well. Keeping a cool head. Knowing where your off stump is, so you're good at leaving the ball. You like the ball coming to them, so you're good at facing quick bowlers. Manipulating the strike allows you to protect worse batsmen. Powers of concentration, I think you can guess what that is. Putting a high price on your wicket, so you're less likely to get out. Read it from the hand, so you're good with spinners. Selfish batter. Show confidence in the tail, so you bat well with the worst batsmen. Taking the shine off the new balls if you're an opener. Or thrilling to watch. So I said a lot of things there. What sort of batsman would you like to be?
I like shows confidence in the tail.
Okie dokie. It's yours.
Because I'm unlikely to be an opening bat, if you know what I mean. So let's try and help the really weak ones carry.
Fantastic. Ewan, any idea?
I was tempted by the protecting batters that are worse than you, but I'm not sure there are many of those knocking around. So I'm going to let's go with. You said there was one that was good against fast bowling.
There is, yes.
Let's go with that. What's that called?
That is called good against fast bowling. That is likes the ball coming onto them.
Oh, nice. I picked the shortest one to wear out.
I call ball coming on. Yeah, I'm trying to type it in here and I'm realising I'm not got enough space here. Ball coming on. Okay, there we go. Right, let's save that. Next up, let's go to Ewan because Ewan has some spin skills. Ewan has 2 spin skills he can have. So for your spin bowling, have you got that written down, Ewan, for yours?
Yeah, I'm all good.
So you can pick 2 of these. You can either be always probing, which is putting pressure on the batsman. Bowling into the footmarks, don't do that because that's for longer games. Buying a wicket, you're willing to go for lots of runs to get a wicket. Gives it a rip, that means you can spin it a long way. Leg spin filth means your bowling's absolutely horrific but keeps getting you wickets. Yeah, it's true. It's a true thing.
I like it. It's random.
Yeah. The mystery
I don't
ball.
even know where it's going to go.
Yeah. The mystery ball as well deceives all but the best and ties up an end. You don't let many runs go. What do you like the sound of? You get 2 of them.
Oh, I like probing. Let's take probing.
Yep.
And then rip or mystery. I don't know. Tough choices. Let's go rip.
Let it rip. Fantastic. Lovely. And Ben, so for you, fast bowling, you get 3 or you can get 1, but at a higher level of skill.
I think 3 makes more sense this early.
Cool. So the first one, you're good at bowling into the corridor of uncertainty. So, yep. You've got a devastating Yorker. Fast and loose, so super fast but not accurate.
Fast and loose, yep, we'll have that.
Line and length. Good at
yes, we'll have line and length, please.
Yep. Mopping up the tail, new bowl bowler or reverse swing.
Reverse swing, please.
Yep, that works actually. Reverse. Cool, I can do that. Wonderful. Now, neither of you have enough charisma to get a skill.
No.
Just like real life, really.
Yeah, it's very much like real life. Yeah.
Very accurate.
Okay, let's put that there. Let's bring our faces back. There we go. Oh no, the clipping muscles, they are rusty. Look at that. Half of our sound effects aren't working either. I'll tell you what, Twitch is going to pot. Right, so we've got it. So the ball coming on, probing and rip, tail confidence, fast line, reverse. Wonderful. This is good. We've got all the skills we need. So, dear friends, I suppose we need to rush on to the first game. What I would do is, as the game happens, rather than giving you a wall of information, should we sort of, especially for the first one, should we play and sort of go through it as we go, as it were?
Yeah, let's do that. That makes perfect
Sounds
sense.
Good.
Wonderful. Right.
Straight into the action.
Smudger. Actually, no, not Smudger. Nick. Nick is the better batsman. Captain Kirk comes up to you and he says, for this first game, Chadwell, weather's good. It looks like it might be good out there for the what would they want it to be good for? It's a good batting pitch out there today. Where would you like to bat? I could put you anywhere between 4 and 7. Where would you like to go?
Anywhere between 4 and 7. That's a mighty choice. I'm feeling good with number 5. 5 today. 5 seems like a good spot.
Number 5. Wonderful. Let's get you. That's good. We need that. Old Nick's not been great recently. I think it'd be quite good for him to drop down a spot or two. How about you, Smudge?
What, me?
Oh, our other Nick.
No, other
Yeah.
yeah, other Nick.
Yeah, other Nick. You know other Nick. You know it's not you.
Other Nick, yeah.
Other Nick.
Yeah, I suppose in an ideal world, I'd like to come in about how about 7? Whichever side of the keeper makes sense to you.
7 works. If you pop in at 7, that's perfect. Smudge Smith .S Smith. You're different to the other Smith, of course, not Kurt.
Yeah,
I still can't believe
other Smiths are available.
Still can't believe.
I like how one of our characters has the same surname as one of the team, and I have the same first name.
It's so confusing.
What are the chances?
You just ruined every plan. I should have come up with more wonky names. We'd never had the problem then. But it's not surprising. It's village, and there's always a lot. You've got 2 Harveys in your team. You got Rich and Carl. Carl being the old boy, Rich being his son.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to see him out there. And then of course you've got older. You've got the Andersons, of course. You've got Nick Anderson, who is actually the grandson of your number 11, of Will Anderson. He's good old 72 and still going.
Oh.
And, he doesn't do too much these days. He sort of stands in the slips and just frowns mostly.
I like to think we call him Mr. Anderson in a very Matrix style way.
But at 11, presumably he bowls a bit.
Oh, you don't know village cricket. He does nothing. your number 11 never does anything. It's just like there. Oh. Well, there are your tourists anyway. Merriweather is probably your best batsman. Randall Merriweather. You've known him for a while. He can stay there for a long time. He cares about losing his wicket. He's the man that wants to stay there. Kurt Smith. He likes the quick bowlers. Dazza Coombs. He's a bit selfish, but can be quite aggressive early on. He gets very grumpy when he's out. That's for sure. Rich Harvey likes to dance down to the spinners. Then we got older Nick Sedge, of course. He likes the quicks. You've got Nick Anderson, who likes the spinners as well. Mm-hmm. Then you've got old Smudge, good old Smudger, with his confidence with those beneath him. So 7 is a good spot for him. Mm-hmm. No one else below you has any batting skills whatsoever. No special skills. So
okay.
You're the last of the batsmen with skills, as it were.
This was my thinking with showing confidence in the tail.
Surrounding yourself with none of it.
None of it.
None of it. Right. Well, the captain from Chadwell, Steve Talfor, approaches you. You've just turned up at the ground. You're going out to the pitch, prodding it around. It's a good batting pitch. It's sort of just before lunch, so you've had an early lunch, sort of midday-ish. You're going to get a good day of cricket, and hopefully the weather looks nice. It's hot out there. It's going to be a good batting day. But don't let that, sometimes batting second is good on that. Steve Talfor approaches all of you just at the wrong time because old Captain Kurt, has had to rush off to the loo. He had one too many beers before the game. And with time ticking down and the umpire looking grumpy, it's your job, Smudger, to give us the call and possibly take your captain's ire if you pick wrong. Heads or tails, Smudge?
Tails, please.
It is a tail. Would you like to bat or bowl?
You said it's a batting pitch?
It is a batting pitch.
Then we'll start with the bat, please.
Fantastic. They will take a bat. As you walk back to the side, as Kurt sheepishly comes out from behind the tree. You motion the old batting sign with your hand to show batting, and he gives you a sage nod of approval. So it looks like things are good. So let's play some cricket. Now I've got to turn around a lot of pages here. There's a lot of rule pages. There's a lot of charts. There's a lot of things.
Exciting.
Right, here we go.
Mathematician's dream.
Oh, it is, honestly. I'm thrilled right now. So, the game against Chadwell Second 11 is going to be played over 40 overs. Now, each innings is played in 2 sessions. So each session is 20 overs.
Okay.
So we play out 20 overs in one sort of burst, then the other 20 overs. So when you're halfway through, if you've lost a lot of wickets, maybe you'll play more defensive in the second half, or maybe you're going to attack more in the second half if you've still got the wickets, if that makes sense.
All right. Yep.
The sort of batsman you've got in and the way you want to play will affect what the dice rolls do, basically. They'll sort of add points or take away points and so on. So each session has 2 components. The first component is called cricket is a team sport, which determines the overall score for you in that session. And then the second component is cricket is an individual sport, because cricket is an individual sport. That allows each player to role play the impact of their cricketer in the session.
Okay.
So, for example, if Nick, if you are batting in that session, you'll be rolling and things to decide how many runs you got in that session. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, cricket is a team sport. Plans. So, let's get started. So, the Chadwell Second 11 look a little bit grumpy at being dragged out in the roasting heat of the sun. Merriweather and Captain Kurt trudge out, helmets on, of course. You don't know what the team is like, and generally the top order tend to wear helmets. The old boys never have, don't care. Old Mr. Anderson has been hit in the head more often than he'd care to remember, quite frankly. He don't care no more. He's only got 4 of his teeth left. So
Yeah, and he keeps them in his kitchen.
exactly. So he's fine. He don't care. So I've got to pick from the list of their players a minimum of 3 bowlers, and I've got to put them in order of priority.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have to choose a mindset from defensive bowling, normal bowling, or attacking bowling. Now, while I do that, I need you two to have a discussion about whether you want to be defensive, normal, or attacking. Okay?
Okay.
So I'll give you a couple of minutes to have that chat while I work out for the other team.
All right. So, Ewan,
Ben.
our number 4 above you, I don't know his actual stats, but your batting's pretty good. We bat reasonably well through the upper order, and apparently it's a batting pitch. So I'm thinking, let's swing the willow about a bit.
Okay, yeah. That makes perfect sense. I like it. Very much so.
You know, try and make an impact quickly while the pitch is good.
Yeah. While the good batters are out.
Yeah.
The openers are out.
And if the openers
the
can
pitches
take
are right.
just a little bit off the ball, that would be very handy.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. So what is your strategy?
We're going to go and try and knock them about fairly thoroughly. Quite aggressive.
Wonderful. Okay, right. They've selected they're going to bowl with 4 bowlers for the first 20 overs.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you how they bowl yet until I work out the stats, because it's hard to tell. Right, so let's do some bonuses and penalties. First up, the bowling mindset. So this is going to go on a chart, so the numbers won't make sense first time, but from second time onwards it will. So the bowling mindset is indeed attacking. So +1. Remember +1. Your batting mindset is attacking, so we're +2. Remember +2.
Mm-hmm.
The batting order is we're not in the tail, so that's okay. We are in the top order, so that is -1, so that is good.
Okay.
The pitch condition is not bowler friendly, so it's going to be a 0 there.
Mm-hmm.
Bowler skills. Let's have a look at the bowler skills. for Nat Jones. Oh, Nat Jones. Oh, he's good with the new ball, Nat Jones. That's bad news for you. He's going to get a +1, but that's just for him. Yorker. He's good with the Yorker. That's just for him. And the spinners. I've got a couple of spinners as well. He's got, what's he going to do? He's probing. He's probing. Nope. He's not going to get that because it's not a good spinning wicket. Lucky for you. Gives it a rip. That's individual. I don't think they've got any. They've not got. Oh, team bonus. The batting team receives a penalty equal to the player, so you're going to get a minus. Okay, you're going to get a -1. A -1 to that. So that's that. Now batting skills. Who we've got to pick? How many batting? Any applicable batter skill from the batters who are at the crease at the beginning of the session. Okay, who have we got? Randall Merriweather.
Merriweather and Smith.
Merriweather and Smith. Merriweather likes to take the shine off the ball, so that could be good.
Merriweather and Smith sounds like a good partnership.
Does.
Let's put it out there now.
He's going to give a -1 to the bowlers, which is good because he can take it off. Merriweather and Smith sound like the crime-fighting team. And he's also got he's a high price. He doesn't like to get out, but that's just for him. And then Kurt Smith likes the ball coming on. That is a team bonus. If more than half the bowlers are fast bowlers, that's a shame. That would have been good. Okay, we need to do some rolling now. If the player's team has a team instability, you don't have a team instability as it stands. So we need to roll for how many wickets are falling in the session.
Okay.
They're going to get a... I need you guys to roll this for me. One of you is going to roll it for me, please. It's your batting.
Okie dokie.
The wicket bonus is 2d6 plus 1, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So it's going to be a flat roll, please.
Okay, away you go. You and you're higher up the order than me.
No, are you sure?
What do you need? You need 3 wickets to fall for him to get a bat in this first half.
2d6 with nothing.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
That's an 8.
An 8. Oh, 5 wickets have fallen in the first 20 overs. That is not good for you guys.
That is not good.
But
it's not.
It's both are going attacking. That's why it's making a change. But now we need to work out how many runs you're going to score. So actually, Smudge, you are going to get a bat in this session as well. It might be right at the end, but...
So it's true, yes. With 5 down, probably just time to literally slog onto the pitch and then watch the ball go by.
Just as drinks come. So here we go. Now with the bowling team, you're going to apply some penalties. Right, you are attacking. You are +1. They are bowling, attacking. So that is +2. The pitch condition is batter friendly. That is good. So there's runs to be had. That's +3. If 8 or 9 wickets fell, nope. So you're okay. Bowlers are not exhausted. Batting skills. There was one, wasn't there, at the start? Okay, cool. Right, so you are at +4. This is good. Some runs are going to be scored, though. So this is quite good. So one of you, I need a 2d6, and you're going to add 4 to that score. There are runs getting scored here, believe me.
You sure you want me to do this?
Oh, his dice have been rolling low. Yeah. You want high this time. You want high for this.
2d6 plus 4. That's 11 total. I rolled a 7.
You have been tonking it. You're nearly going at 10 and over. You're 147. You need to roll one. You need to roll another 2d6. Please.
Which I guess is the nature of aggressive batting. Sorry, 2d6.
2d6, and that score will be added onto 147.
Do you want to do it, Ben?
No, your turn.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's 12, please.
100. So you're at 159 for 5 off 20 overs.
Wow.
It's a big. It is a very aggressive score. To be fair, right? Where we know? And I can edit this. 159. That's 20.
That's pretty healthy.
It puts you in a good spot. I think. I think it definitely puts you in a good spot.
Yeah, I think we'll take that against an unknown team on their turf.
I think you can't go too far wrong. 159. There we go. That's the scoreboard up to scratch. We're doing it the English way round. If Crit's still watching.
Very nice.
Yeah. 159 for 5.
5
Lovely.
for 159. Right, now we're going to find out how much everyone scored. This is very exciting. Let's see how well you guys are doing. This is where you have to go up against certain bowlers. Right, here we go.
Is this the second? Is this the individual sport?
This is the individual
Nice.
spot. We're going to see how each of you did. So cricket is an individual sport. The team score is one thing, but we're mostly interested in the players' cricketer's impact on the match. For each wicket that fell, we have a one-on-one confrontation between a bowler and a batter. These confrontations will determine which cricketers dominated during the session, measured in domination points. Domination points earned during sessions will later be transformed into runs and wickets. Oof. Bowlers are going to cycle through in the order that I wrote them down. For each wicket that fell, the bowlers will have a confrontation with one of the two batters that are in. Okay. Here we go. You're not bowling. You're not batting. No players' cricketers are involved. So to start with, neither of you are batting, are you?
Merriweather and K. Smith are starting.
Yep. So the number of wickets down. At what wicket the player will enter the fray. So you're going to enter, Sedge, 3 wickets down.
Okay.
Okay. So if the current number of wickets down, number 0 to 8, that's fine. At what wicket down you will enter, that's 3. If they're batting, a player will arrive at the crease when the number of wickets to fall is equal to their... Yeah, we know that. I'm good at cricket. Thank you very much. If they're bowling, no. The tour manager skips the non-player wickets to fall by simply rolling a 2d6 because we don't care about the other guys. We just care about you. And we're going to
Fair enough.
Yeah, we're going to cross-reference one of the tables. Exciting tables. The wicket skipping table, it's called.
Ooh.
I'm going to let you guys roll for it, though, please.
It sounds like a sport. Skipping wickets.
Wicket skipping. Yeah. It's a famous pub game, that.
Yeah, definitely a pub game.
Yeah, you have to do it with a beer in one hand.
Wicket skip. That does sound quite nice. I'm a big fan of wicket skipping. Okay. So could you please roll 2d6, one of you, please?
Please do, Ben.
Okay. That's 5.
5. Is that 2d6 5, which is that 3? Current number of wickets down is 3. Okay. So check that. So there's a lot of chart stuff. It's not a great viewer sport, this, but we've decided we're playing it anyway, so tough.
I like it.
I'm a fan. Right. So after each confrontation, there'll be a new table. Fantastic. Domination points. Number of players down. Players enter. IB1, IB2, IB3. There we are. 3 there. What do we say? 7 you rolled. IB1.
5.
I rolled 5 at my last roll.
Okay, batsman number 3 is going to be in with you. So Coombs is still batting with you.
So Coombs and Sedge.
Coombs and Sedge. Wonderful. Okay. Right, we need to get some domination points, I think. So, we're in. At least one player's cricketer is batting. The opposition is always going to try to target you, perhaps sensing their importance to the enjoyment of the game. They're a sinister bunch. Once the player is targeted by the bowler, you're going to roll a 2d6 and consult the confrontation table. Oh, right. So, who is going to bowl? It's going to be Nat Jones. He's a fast bowler. I don't know what you're like against the fast. Oh, you're good against the quicks.
I like the fast bowlers, yeah, apparently.
Likes the ball coming on.
I like the ball, yeah.
Coming on. Okay. Nat Jones, he... it's not the new ball anymore, I don't think. I don't think we can call it the new ball. but he does like a Yorker. He's going to get a +1, and he's going to get a. What's your batting? 14.
14. Yeah.
He's a better batter. He's a better bowler than you are batter. So he's going to get a
Ooh.
+2 against you. What's your batting skill? Ball coming on. That's good for you. Likes the ball coming on. You're going to get, if more than half the bowlers are quick bowlers, which that is now it is, you're going to get a bonus equal to that. You're going to get a. Oh, it's only for the team, not for you. This is not good for you.
Oh,
It's a very selfless skill, the one that you've picked. So
that is me. And me.
the pain. Right. So we need to roll again, as always. 2d6, please. You're at a minus, so your attribute minus their attribute plus the bonuses or penalties. So he's 2 better than you. Sorry about that. So you're a -4 you're rolling at here.
Oh,
So
that's a 9 minus 4.
9, so you got a 9
5.
there. Okay, well 9 and -4.
-4.
This is okay. This is stalemate. It means he might not have got you out. This is good. This is good.
Okay.
This is good.
I don't like the word might, but other than that.
Oh no. The player's batter loses their wicket, but the player earns 1 domination point, a moral victory. So make note, you've got 1 domination point now. A domination point is good. That's going to get you some runs. So you did score some runs, basically. So congratulations.
Excellent.
Congratulations.
That is good news.
Right, after the next person is out, so it's now Coombs and Anderson. We don't care about that too much. So, Ben, could you please roll a 2d6 to see which one of those is out?
Yep.
Which one you're going to be batting with?
That's a 4 total.
4. Okay. Coombs is still in.
Oh, good.
He's having a day. Coombs is having a day. Coombs and Smudge. Right, you're getting targeted, and you're getting targeted by the next man down, William Jupp.
Okay.
Who is a quick bowler. I don't know how you are against the quicks.
My only batting thing is tail confidence, which I have a feeling is probably for team, not individual.
Yes, very much so. He's 2 better than you because he's got a fast-paced bowling of 15.
Okay.
And he's got line and length, which means that he is the
3
batting
better.
team receives a penalty. No, that's okay. It's only against the team when we did the team bonus, not
Okay.
against you. So
Fair enough.
he's got a +2 against you. Could you please roll 2d6, please?
I can.
And he's going to be quite a bit better than you, though. He's 4 better than you.
Well, you'd say that, but that's a 12.
Oh, there we go.
How we're talking. You've had a huge success against him. You get 2 domination points.
Oh,
Nice.
great.
Right. It continues now. The next bowler has a go at you. Basically, every time, the longer you last, the more domination points you're going to get.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So I roll 2d6 again.
Let me check Usman Singh. He's a spin bowler. And he is probing, and he lets it rip as well.
Okay.
So,
I don't have any
too much
personal
cabbage.
skills with batting, just my number.
Probing, he gives it a rip. It's not a turning pitch. That's not going to help him. Probing, it's not a turning pitch, so it's no good for him. But his bowling skill is a 17. So he's getting a +4 against you.
Oh, okay. The good news is I actually can't be out, technically. Okay, but I can be bad. That was a 3. -4 is -1.
So you got a -4. So I look at your minus. I look at the -4. And what did you roll? A 3.
I rolled 3. Yeah.
That's a catastrophic failure.
Yeah, I had a feeling it might be.
You lost your wicket.
Yeah.
No,
You're out.
I can't lose my wicket. I came in at 7 and we're 159 for 5.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I'm going to have to hold it there then, aren't I? So that means that bit can't happen then. We'll have to hold that. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. No wonder you're feeling so smug.
Yeah. You see, I may be completely incapable of scoring any runs, but I can't be out. Not yet.
No, not yet. Okay. Right. Right. Yes, you have got 2 domination points. Okay.
Yep, I have 2. Well, yes, I won't have scored any more with that terrible roll.
Right. If players were batting in the most recent completed innings, we're not going to do that yet. We need to carry on with the rest of the game, don't we? Remaining team runs. Okay.
Oh, right. Team runs for the second half, basically.
Yeah, we're going to need to get the second half as
The
well.
next 20.
Okie dokie.
Exactly. Right, let's have a look. If players were batting in the most recent completed innings, then the domination points at the end of each innings, the total domination points are added. Okay. So first things first, then we need to do the second part of our innings. Let's see if you can get up to 300. Maybe that would be huge.
That would be very impressive, actually.
So how would you like to? How would you like to bat in the second innings? That's the question.
With 5 down.
With 5, yeah.
I'm tempted to say, is there a sort of less aggressive, but not entirely passive? I don't know what the
entirely big league.
There's normal.
Yeah, let's try normal. How about that?
Seems fair. You'd hold off a little bit when you're halfway there, give or take.
We've had a good start. There's no reason to let the momentum slip, but at the same time, we have lost 5 of our better bats. But Coombs is still in, and I'm leading a charmed life at the moment.
Yeah,
and apparently I have confidence in the tail.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Which is a team thing.
And they're having to bring in a few of their less capable bowlers as well. So you might do all right.
Well, we'll see. We'll try, right? I mean,
yeah.
All right. So,
win or lose, we'll all have a beer afterwards.
Oh, that's the spirit. You see, that is the spirit. Right.
No beer, not spirits.
Oh, sorry. So let's see how many wickets if they can rattle through you. Because if they rattle through the 10, something changes. Right. Bowling mindset. They are defending now. They're trying to slow things down a bit. So that's going to be a -1. Okay. You are not defending. You're in the middle, aren't you? So that stays at -1. Is at least one of your batters ranked 9 or below? No. So that's okay. Pitch condition. Any bowler skills that are helpful to them? I don't think they have, you know. They've got fast and loose. They've got a fast and loose guy and a mystery bowler. That's the slight change.
Are those individual or team? I don't know.
That's what I'm about to find out. Fast and loose is a team bonus. They use a bonus equal to the player's fast and loose in the wicket table roll. However, the batting team also receives a bonus equivalent in the run table. So they get +1 wicket, but you're going to get +1 batting score. Remember that, please.
Yep, +1 to their skittling and +1 to our
batting. Your batting. Yep. And then what was the other one I said? Rip. Give it a rip. That's individual, so we don't need to worry about that. And your batting. What's your batting, Ewan? No, it's not Ewan. You're out. You're out. We don't care about you.
I am out.
I have tail confidence.
You're long gone. You have to worry about your bowling.
Surely it still counts. It's
I'm confident about my tail.
A team game. He's there with a pint cheering you on. That's what we like.
Yeah.
Confidence in the tail. Shows confidence in the tail. That's a team bonus. If the player's batting partner is 5 or more points worse than you, I don't think he is, you know.
No, Coombs won't be. No,
my
batting, Coombs, I'm afraid, is only 13.
Dazza Coombs is 16. He's a batsman.
Yeah. You see, I was sort of hoping I'd be stuck in there with a tail ender instead, but such is life.
And he's selfish, so what's the... maybe that's helpful. Selfish batter. If a player uses this skill at any point during the innings, they earn a bonus equal to the player's selfish batter. If a player uses this skill at any point during the innings, the player uses the selfish batter skill cares not about the team runs. Okay, they use it at the end of the inning, so that's not going to be helpful either. Take care, Crit. Thank you for joining us for this confusing mathematical game.
Thank you very much. Always a joy.
We appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, so I think it's just rolling at a. It's just going to be a -1, I think. This is going to be very interesting. Okay, so it should be a very different amount of runs this time around. One of you, could you please roll for wickets, please? 2d6, and we'll take one off.
Please go ahead, Ben.
Okay.
I think
Wickets.
I did wickets last time.
Lower the better for you. Lower the better.
4.
4 -1.
Mm-hmm.
Only 2 wickets fell.
Okay.
They get +1, but we get +1 for runs, right?
Oh, well done. Yeah. So, what'd you get? 5. So 3 wickets.
I rolled 4.
Yeah. So 3 wickets fell. Well done.
Okay.
So you finish 8 down after your 40 overs. That's not bad at all. But the question is, how many runs do you get as a team? So your batting mindset was not attacking. The bowling mindset was defending. So that's -1. The pitch condition is batter friendly. So +1. There's no collapse impact because you didn't lose 8 or 9 wickets. Bowlers can't be tired. Batter skills. What have you got? Tail confidence, which is useless. And his is useless.
Yeah.
Now we get +1 on our run roll.
So could you please roll? It's a 1. So it's a 0. It's +1, please.
Away you go, Ewan.
The higher the better.
Ooh, no. The 6 landed first. That's a 7 total +1 for an 8. Yes.
Okay, you scored 118.
Okay.
I think that's a total, you know. I think that's a total.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too upset with that. That's 277. Yeah,
We're closing in.
For 8. 277 for 8.
And you finish on 277 for 8. I think that's all right, that.
I don't think that's too bad. Quite pleased with that.
Where's my... there it is. 40 overs. There we go. That's a good score. But let's see who got the runs. So, first up, our good friend Smudge. I think you might have a chance here, Smudge. They're bringing in... there's a bit of desperation in amongst them. I think you could be... play your cards right. There could be some wickets here. Some runs here, sorry. Day. He's a spin bowler. Do you like spinners?
Okay. Not unusually. Not my stat. I do have 2 domination points, however.
That is true. That's going to help. The more domination points you get, the more runs you're going to end up with, basically, or the more chances you get. So, Day has the mystery ball, which is his greatest strength. That'll be the thing that gets you, if anything. If bowling to a batter whose batting attribute is lower than your spin bowling, what is your batting attribute?
Mine is 13.
Then he's going to get a +1 in the confrontation against you.
I should have gone for the mystery ball.
It is good. It sort of mops up the tail a little bit. So, let's see if you confront. I need you to roll your 1 less ability, and he's got another +1, so you're going to roll at the -2 column. So please roll 2d6, please, and then tell me what you get.
2d6 for me. Yep.
Yep, and then I put it on the -2 column, so you just need to tell me your 2d6 score.
Okay. That's a total of 8.
8 on the -2. That is a...
sorry, that's 8 -2, so 6.
yes, that's 8. Well, it's 8 on the -2. There's like rows, and there's a -2 row. So I look at the 8 on the -2, which says a stalemate, which of course we have learnt that it is... you're out, but you did get a domination point.
Okay, that's 3 domination points.
That's pretty good. I like it.
Okay.
That's good. You got 1 Ewan as well, didn't you? So you got 1.
I did indeed. I got 1. Nowhere near the 3.
So Smudge batted on well, which is quite good. So we got
solid.
Solid, I'd say solid.
It's all right. I mean, nothing spectacular, but it was okay.
Right, we need to transform some domination points to runs. See how many you scored now, you two.
Yes.
Smudge, I think you had a good old time there, Smudge. I thought. I don't know if you're there for long, but you felt like you were quite aggressive.
I felt my eye was in, you know.
Absolutely right. You're going to take it in turns to convert your domination points, starting with the player with the most domination points, because that gets
Okay.
taken off the runs and sort of. So if all the runs went before Ewan got to do it, you'd get no runs.
Oh, I see. I'd steal all of his runs.
Yeah, exactly.
So to be able to do that, I'm going to need like a double century. So I wouldn't
Yeah,
panic
exactly.
too much.
I think you're going to get something. Right.
You never know.
Yeah.
Don't count yourself out.
So you're going to roll
Sounds
1d. You're going to roll 1d6, Ben, and you're going to add it to your total number of domination points.
1d6 plus domination points. Okay, so 1d6 plus 3.
I'll start warming mine up.
That's a total of 8. 5 plus 3.
Oh, that is good. Oh, that's a good column. The remaining team runs. There are 277 runs. We need to round it to the nearest 50. So that is 200 and that's 300. Oh, you snuck that
Okay.
in nicely. Oh, Ben.
You're going to tell me that was a century?
138 you got.
Wow.
Nice. Nicely done.
Oh, that is sweet. Well done, you.
That is a cracking innings.
That is a beautiful, beautiful innings. You really slugged it around. Coombs stayed there, but my goodness. Okay. Next up is old Nick Sedge. You got a 1.
Who ironically got out LB.
Indeed.
It's one of those ironic names. Is that 1d6 plus 1?
Yes, please. And how many runs left are there? There's 139 left. Okay, so that's going to change it. So 7.
This is 7 total.
And what was it? 139. Was it 139 left?
I believe that's what you said.
Okay, fair play. 59.
Oh, brilliant.
59. I don't think that's too far wrong. I tell you what, the two of you combined well. Obviously, your innings with Coombs was the best one, the best partnership of that first half.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine Coombs probably got the other 50. I'd imagine, which means the rest of your team was absolutely dreadful.
Coombs
Pretty
seemed
much,
like he put it
yeah.
along.
Yes, it looks like we had 3 creep past 50 and everybody else got like 2.
Fell apart, yeah.
Yeah.
So well done, well done. I'm proud of you both. And,
That was good. Great. Now the bad news is, of course, they get to go after that total
yeah, on a batting wicket.
on a batting wicket.
Right, let's put it down there. Oh, it's not 277 to win. It's 278 to win.
278 to win.
But they are on.
I'm feeling we've got this.
It's a very reasonable total from my basic understanding of maths and less than basic understanding of cricket.
Oh, in a 40 over match, this is very solid.
Yeah, I've only ever known us to score it a couple of times. Let's put it that way. It's a big score. Now,
it is beatable.
It's over one a ball, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's over 6 and over. That's good. It's going to be tough to get. Yeah. It is a batting pitch though, and they do have some batsmen. You've heard news that Simo Lewis, the number 3, is an 18 quality bat. He is the batsman of the day.
If you were to give him a rating between 1 and 18,
that would be an 18. That's what I'd give him, yeah. But just
okay.
Going off that. So let's turn that over. Let's move on. The skipper comes up to you, old Kurt. Congratulates you, of course, Smudge. Good innings, Smudge. I'm proud of you today. I'm glad you could. I got an unlucky one first up. Definitely not an LBW. Going miles down leg. Gutting. Otherwise, I'd have loved to bat with you today. Do you
definitely would have made it that far?
With all that Smudge. Do you need a rest? Do you want to open the bowl in? Do you want to come on a bit later?
Oh, I'd definitely like to have the new ball, please.
It's yours. It's yours. Nick, we're going to start with a bit of pace. We'll probably bring you on a bit later if that's okay.
No, of course it's not a spin pitch. So I hear.
No, well, like I say, if only the spinners had been in when I was batting, I'd have filled my boots, no doubt, just like you, Smudge.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nah, we go open with you, Smudge. We're open with Mikey Williams as well. He's a 17, so we got a good pace attack.
Okay, that's good.
Nick is going to play. Nick's a bowl as well. Anderson. He's
What? Oh, hold on. Nick.
six.
Other
He's
Nick.
16.
Hmm.
We're gonna put another bowler in. Sedge, it's up to you. Do you want a few overs in this first half, or should we put Carl Harvey in with his mystery spin?
No, put Carl in. Save him for the second 20.
Cool. Sounds good to me. Got 3 quicks and a spin. We'll bring you in for the second half, and we'll give you your first sort of 5 overs, Smudge. And if it's looking good, we'll bring you back for 3 later on if we need to hold you back.
That sounds ideal.
Nice. Okay. So time for you guys to do some bowling.
Good.
Cricket is a team sport. How would you two, I'll hand it over to you at this point, how would you like to bowl? Attacking, defensive, or normal?
As a team,
As a team.
I hate to say it, but I think we should try to bowl conservatively because we've got a good total to defend.
Yeah. I mean, it's the sensible. It seems like the sensible choice.
I mean, much as I'm really tempted to say, let's just try and tear all of their heads off. The reality is, I feel the tally. I think we did all right in the first in our bat. So
yeah, and if we can hold them, yeah, I agree.
You okay with that?
Yep, very much so.
All right, let's give it a crack. We'll go, defensively, please.
Defensively. Wonderful. A defensive bowl. So that's going to be a -1. They will, of course, attacking. They'll, of course, try to. They've got a lot of runs to get. They've got Nigel Belcher, who likes to get off to a flyer, which is going to give them +1 on their runs, but it's not going to affect the bowling in any way, shape, or form.
Gotcha.
And he's also knows where the off stump is, so he's going to get a +1 for confrontations against you. So if you're bowling against Belcher, he's going to get a +1.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you're less likely to get him out. And then the next one up is William Jupp. He likes the ball coming on. Of course he does. He's an opener. That's a team bonus. If more than half the bowlers are fast, which they are, the team gets a +1 to the runs. So they are going to get some runs.
Yeah, that's +2 at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, they get +2 on the runs table. So there's runs there. Bowling wise, we got some interesting bits and pieces in the bowling. What we got? We got Smudge's bowling. That's good. Is yours good for the team? Fast line reverse. Ooh, you got a bit of everything, Smudge.
A little bit.
That's fast and loose, isn't it?
Yes, fast and loose.
You get +1 to the wicket, +1 to the wicket roll, but they're getting +1 to the runs roll.
Okay.
So they are getting runs, even attacking. There could be some horrible runs coming in potentially. It's a batting pitch. What else have you got, Smudge? You've got fast line.
I've got length and line and reverse swing.
The batting team receives a penalty equal in the run table, so they're also going to get a -1 to the runs. So that's good. So you cancel each other out. And then what's your other one? Reverse swing.
Reverse swing.
It's the second of the batting innings of an ODI. Then you get a +1 in confrontation. So remember that.
Okay. That's in the second half.
No, that'll be. It's in the second batting innings. So you'll find.
Oh, okay. So this one, yeah.
Yep.
So we've got a +1 in confrontation.
Yep. Unfortunately, Williams is also fast and loose, so they're getting another +1 runs. So, but then you also get a +1 wicket. So wickets are going to fall, even if you're playing defensively. So it's Williams. You've got Yorker, but I think everyone's better than him. He's got +1 Yorker. Then you've got Anderson, who new ball, so that's good. He's got the new ball, which same as you. You get +1. He gets +1 confrontations. That's good for him. And Harvey. Okay, it's all good. Right. When all is said and done, bowling -1, batting +1, so that cancels each other out. 0. Pitch conditions are not bowler friendly. 0, 0. So it's going to be bowling at a 0, but things are going to happen after that, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So please roll. I feel it should be right for you, Smudge, to roll the wicket.
So 2d6. And this is for the bowling attack.
Yes, but then you're also going to add your wicket, so we're going to add 2 to that, aren't we? Let me just double check that it's adding 2 wickets or adding 2.
I'll hold off.
What were your skills again? What one was giving you bonus on that? It's line and length, was it?
Line and length, reverse swing.
Oh, fast and loose.
And fast and loose. But one of those was cancelled out. One of them was cancelled out, I think.
So you're getting +2 to the wicket roll. Yep.
Okay.
As a team, you're getting +2 to the wicket roll.
So wicket roll.
Nice.
Here we go.
2d6 +2.
That's 7 + 2 is 9.
Okay, 6 wickets fall.
Okay.
6 wickets fall. That's good. Even
Okay.
bowling defensively, because they are steaming at it. They've runs. They've got +1 to their +1 to their batting, -1 because defending. It's batter friendly, so it's +1 again. They've got +1, and they're going to get -2, +3, so that's 4. They're at a +2. Please roll a +2 at +2 for me, Ewan.
2d6 +2.
Yep.
That's 7 + 2 is 9.
Okay, and then could you roll 2d6, please?
That's another 7.
Okay. 134 for 6.
Okay.
I'd say they're behind you at this point. I can't remember what you made, but
59 for 5
Yeah.
at that point.
okay. I'd say you're looking okay.
Well, yeah, I mean it's closer than I'd like, but
Right. Let's. Things happen, so I better see if you've got any wickets in this time, Smudge. Right.
well, there's room there for me to have on the shelf.
There, I think so. I think there's what we got 6. You could take a
6
5
down. I could easily have got 5 of those.
I think easily.
Or more.
Or more.
On a good day, you know.
Okay, right. Which of the 2 batsmen would you like to target? Would you like to target Nigel Belcher with a batting skill of 16, or William Jupp with a batting skill of 14? They both. Nigel Belcher's a quicker batsman. William Jupp likes the fast bowling.
I think we will try to target the weaker of the bat. So the second one, please.
William Jupp. Okay, that's very good.
Try to skittle through if we can.
Now you've got +1 advantage as well because of your sort of bowling. Jupp likes the ball coming on, which means that that might help him a little bit. Nope, that was for a team.
Nah, it's a team.
It's a team. Oh, he knows it. He knows it. It's a team skill. So you're getting a +5 to your roll against him.
Okay.
Let me find the big old chart. This feels good.
+5 feels good. Okay, rolling now. Okay, that's not too bad. So 8 + 5 is 13.
So we look at 8. We look at the 8 column on the +5. That is a success. Congratulations. You've let's have a look. You are bowling. 5. You took their wicket and you got a domination point.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Fantastic. Congratulations. You took the wicket of Jup.
Fantastic.
He is gone. So so basically I have to move down the column until like the wickets are taken. So you took that one. We do Williams, no players are involved. Then the Sloggers and Thingies. So you blah blah blah. The outcome, the 5 possible results. What about you? Confronting, you roll a d6. Wonderful. Then the other batter. If the batter targeted didn't lose their wicket, then the other batter is dismissed. What? Fine. You are now no longer bowling, so we have to roll some quick dice. So 1 dice down. Well, that is the bowling. Okay, I'll roll for that one. Okay, bear with me a second while I roll. Okay. And again. Okay, right. So, for each wicket that fell, the bowlers have confrontation with one of the two. The results of that confrontation will decide which players dominated and which batter the two. No cricket players are involved, so that did that bit. So we need to know how many wickets do we have? 1 wicket down. You're back in for the 4th wicket. So could you roll 2d6 for me, please, Ben? We're going to see who you're facing up against.
Sure. 2d6. That's a 7.
7. 2d6. 1, 7. 7. Okay. You're facing Simo Lewis is still in with Steve Talfor. Simo Lewis or Talfor. So Simo Lewis is the number 3 batsman. He's their best batsman.
Yep.
Talfor's their wicket keeper. He's got 11.
Well, let's try and skittle the wiki if we can.
Of course. Spoken like the true strike bowler.
Yeah. Work around the guy with the most dangerous bat.
You have... he has no skill against you at all. You have 7 advantage. You have 8 advantage on him.
Oh,
Okay.
come on,
Right.
then.
I keep
Oh,
rolling
smudger.
7s. Okay, so that's a total of 15. 7 plus the 8 advantage.
So it's 8 plus
Nice.
the so 7 plus that 8 is a success. Take another point. So you might take more wickets than that, but that's how it runs it through. Basically,
Sure.
you've definitely got those 2, and we'll see where you went from there. So you've got 2 confrontation in total. Right, second part of the innings. I think Sedgy, you're definitely coming on, aren't you? We'll get you involved.
Oh,
Yeah. Hopefully.
I think it's only right.
and he's probably our best spinner.
Oh, he is our best spinner by an absolute country mile. I know Carl Harvey's okay. We'll bring in Carl as well. He's a 16. Then what we'll do is Smudge will bring you back on because you're doing so well and you're like our main strike bowler. And Williams. We're going to try and win this one.
Yep.
I think so.
How would you like to bowl? Have a discussion. How would you like to bowl for this second half? You've got 144 runs to defend.
They're 6 down, but their best bat is still in. I'm tempted to say a bit less defensively now we're in the tail, but not reckless.
Middle.
Sound reasonable?
Normal. Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've got they're under halfway runs wise.
Yeah.
They're over halfway wickets wise.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's pick it up a bit. Yeah, makes sense. But not crazy.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll aim for the normal level then.
Yeah. Like it.
So what are you going for? Normal.
Normal.
Yep.
Okay. Attacking bat, normal bowl. Wonderful. Simo Lewis has the ability to manipulate the batting, which means he's going to give you -1 in your bowling roll because he can keep the weaker batsman off the bat.
Underhanded play when batsmen do
It's
that.
disgraceful, isn't it?
It is.
It's definitely what I would have chosen, but I didn't have enough confidence in my batting skill that there would be weaker batters.
Well, Lewis and Singer in, Sedge, Harvey, Smudge, and Williams. As before, I believe that will give them a plus one.
Stills, Nash, and Young.
Yeah, exactly. Get them all in. So Smudge is definitely giving the +1 to the wickets, but also the +1 to the runs because of the way you bowl. But you also give the -1 to the runs because you play line and length, so they cancel each other out. You'll have reverse, which is +1 for any confrontation, Ben. So remember that. So that's you. So you're going to have plus
and +1 to the conference. Yeah, okay.
Unless it's against Lewis.
Yeah, which it quite likely will be because he's in.
He's a man that's in.
Let's see if we can rely on Nick to get him out first.
Oh, because it is Nick Sedge we're coming to first now. Nick, your spin bowling, as and when we get to this sort of thing, is probing and letting it rip. So probing, does that help the team
Yes,
at all?
indeed.
Probing. Notice a turning wicket. That doesn't help you at all. Give it a rip. If the pitch is a turning pitch, nothing at all for you. It's not a spinner's wicket, I'm afraid.
Well, if I chose but two things that rely on the same state of the pitch.
That's only for today. Don't worry.
It is, yeah.
Don't worry. When we return to them another day, it might be all right.
I heard pray tell that we're going to get two matches in tonight.
Well, maybe not tonight.
Yeah, no.
Maybe that's for the future. So, let's do some rolling. Let's see some wickets. So they got a -1. They are attacking. They have to attack. They have no choice but to attack. So, bowling team. Bowling mindset is standard 0. Attacking, so it's a +1 to them. No, their tail isn't in yet. +1. It's not bowler friendly. +1. Your bowler skills is going to be +1 to the wicket roll. The batter skills is no, that's just going to be good for the runs. Oh no, -1 to the wicket roll. So could you please roll? It's going to be a -1.
Okay. Off you go, Ewan.
It's me. Not that I was warming them up ready, but
you're first up.
Oh, that's good. Well, -1 for 11.
The wickets are gone. The wickets have absolutely gone. So you have skittled them all out.
Fantastic.
But we've got to see how close they got, I guess. Basically, I now have to do some funky maths, apparently, because they lost all the wickets. We need to see how short they are of how many they get.
Yep.
But we need to do the runs first. So runs, they had an attacking mindset +1. The bowling was 0. It was a batter friendly, so it's +2. +2. Batter skills, +3. Okay, could you roll for runs? It's going to be with a +2. No, +1. Just the +1, please.
Please do.
Want me to do that?
Please do.
Go for it.
+1. Okay. That's an 8 +1 is 9.
Okay, and then roll 2d6 for me, please.
Yep. That's a 7.
Okay. Oh, they got 134 again. But theoretically, however, if more wickets are taken than were available,
yep,
then the actual number of runs or wickets will be adjusted proportionally.
Right.
For example,
so 134 maximum.
So here's where I get to do some maths, which I love very much. So 134, however, it's if 7 wickets were down, if 8 wickets were rolled, but there was only 4 left. It's only half. They only scored half, so they only scored 67 of that.
Okay.
Ooh, that's hefty. The opposite of hefty.
The opposite of hefty.
That's what, 201 all out?
Anti-hefty.
201 all out. Oh.
I've got to say, they didn't do too badly there. Chasing, 277. They They got 201 all out. That's not bad at all.
It's hard. They were chasing it from the first half. It was going badly for them as it was. Let's try and get you some points for some wickets and some good bowling then, shall we? I think
Yes, please.
because cricket is an individual sport after all.
It is an individual
Indeed.
sport.
It's
Yeah.
an individual sport, right?
So we're here.
You are bowling, Nick Sedge. Would you like to bowl against the good guy? Now that you know they've lost anyway, the good guy or the weak guy?
Let's go the week.
Funny that. Exactly.
I was tempted, but
Please roll. I'm going to put you on the +6 row, which is good.
okay. 2d6. You want the
2d6.
total no modifier, right?
Yeah, things are looking pretty good for you here, probably.
That's a 9.
That is good for you. That is a huge success. You have absolutely skittled him. Well done. You get a +2 to your confrontation. Well done for you. Right, move down to Harvey. Move down to Smudge. I can give you.
I apparently have a +1 for confrontation at this point.
I can give you 1 here. You are up against either. Oh, I need to roll something here. Okay, you are either up against still Simo Lewis, or you're up against their number 9, Levi Samuels, whose batting is not good.
We're going to try and take the tail out, please. I know it seems unsporting, but I really don't understand why anybody would exert an enormous amount of effort trying to skittle their number 3 when their number 9 is right there.
Ain't that the case? Right, well...
It makes sense.
It's as good as it's going to get because you've got like an 11.
+11.
So, yeah, it doesn't get any better than this. One. As long as you get 4, as long as you roll 4 or more, you've taken a wicket here.
Okay. Well, yeah, 8 total.
Yeah, that is a huge...
So plus the 11.
It's a huge success. So add +2.
+2 what? Domination points?
Domination, yep.
Okay. That brings me up to 4 domination points, believe it or not.
And Sedge, you're going to get 1 more go, actually. Nat Jones, the number 11, or the number 3.
Wow. Following suit with the team. I'm a team player. Cricket is a team sport after all. Let's go for the number 11.
The number 11, whose batting skill is 4. You're probably going to be okay here as long as you roll at least a 4.
Okay. That's more than a 4. That is a 10.
That is a +2 to your confrontation.
Does my +2 confrontation from last time do anything to that?
It gives you a +4 confrontation.
Total.
For the innings, yes,
Yeah,
total.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, you came in the second half of the innings and you were key to it. It would seem. So congratulations to you.
Is it like the bowling version of domination?
Yeah.
Or is it just a completely different?
Just absolute domination. Let's find it out. Transforming domination points to wickets.
Okay.
If the bowlers were bowling in the most recent innings, they'll be transforming domination points to wickets. The process is essentially the same, but operates in 2 phases. You get to take wickets from the total wickets taken, but then you're also going to concede some runs to give you your final figures. Mm-hmm. So the most domination confrontation points is Sedge, I think. Have you got 4?
We've both got 4 each, I think.
Oh, then I need to give it to Smudge first because...
Do you?
Because you bowled in both spells, really. And you took wickets in both. You took wickets in both.
And to be fair, your bowling skill is better than mine, so that kind of makes sense.
Only marginally.
Well, yeah, still there.
Right. Total wickets. Remaining team wickets 10. 1d6 plus your domination points, please.
1d6 plus domination points. All right. That's 4 plus 4, 8.
Oh, you've had a day. You've had an absolute day. You've taken a 7 for.
Wow.
Ooh.
Smudge. Sedge, sorry. Could you roll, please? There are 3 wickets left when you came. For you, could you roll a d6 and add your confrontation points, please?
That is an 8 total.
You took 2 wickets, which means someone else took the other one.
Between us, we have basically carried this team. You know,
You've won the game. You've
I'm going to be bold and say, actually, Ben,
you've rolled
it's
very
between
well.
you.
that's not strictly true. You got 2 wickets and a half century.
So
Fair.
we need to see how many runs went though for it.
Okay.
You went 2 sessions, Smudge. You bowled in 2 sessions. I
Yes.
need and so you'll be up first. There are 200 runs there, so I need you to roll 1d6 plus 2, please.
1d6 plus 2. That's a 4.
Okay. Plus a d6.
Plus a d6. That's plus 1.
So that was a. So you rolled a 2 and then plus a 2.
2 plus 2, and then a 1.
7 for 30.
7 for 30. Okay, I'll take that.
So I'd say 8 overs something. 7 for 30.
Yeah.
And Smudge. So there are 170 runs left, which is there.
Lots still left.
Could you please? Yeah, plenty to get. Could you roll 1d6 plus 1, please?
It's a 3, please.
And then roll 1d6.
And that's a 1.
2 for 22.
Fantastic.
2 for 22. I think that's all right. I think you guys were indeed the stars of the show for this one. There were some good rolls, to be honest. There is a chance for it to fall apart
A lot of good
quite
rolls.
dramatically. Looking
Yeah.
at the
Yeah, I mean, I was a little bit dismayed how well they scored in the first half of their innings, if you know what I mean.
They did quite well.
That looked a bit scary suddenly. From 134 for 6, they could easily have done us.
Yeah, it was the best part of half, wasn't it? Best part of halfway.
Yes.
Given that it's based on dice rolls.
but you did beautifully. Now, I'd have loved to play the second game tonight, but I feel it's a bit late to start there.
I think it probably is a bit late
But
to start.
I did have an ending to our tale, if that's okay, an outro, if you will. So you have to pretend that the
press
second
conference.
you have to pretend that the second game has happened, that your Sunday game is Flinch. If we play this again, we'll come up with a different tour. But imagine the East Flinch game happened. Maybe you both got ducks and got tonked around. It's how cricket works. Up on the top one day, down the bottom the next.
Good days, bad days.
A couple of nights of drinking, maybe a curry on Saturday night, and it's Sunday morning. It's Sunday the 16th of August, and starting to feel achy in the car as you drive home. With each of you carefully stretching out legs at times to avoid the cramp, rubbing your shoulders to ease the pain of 2 days of cricket, the smell of deep heat wafting as Captain Carl drives you safely home. You start to wonder about how sensible you were to agree to play in the Sunday game too. A few of the lads had already decided to give today a miss after the 2 tour matches and 2 nights of drinking, and the team you're going to be putting out today is much weakened. However, it's a chance to keep that batting and bowling form going. And to be honest, on a beautiful sunny day like this Sunday, a game of cricket is always going to be an enjoyable experience.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach home, the roads get a little busier. Your village is always a popular haunt on a Sunday for dog walkers, pub lunch enjoyers, and casual shoppers alike. But this Sunday is a local festival on, and in your experience, Kurt is going to do well to get himself a parking space. Carefully zigzagging between groups of cheery out-of-towners and locals wandering to and from the counter's food, drink and local tat stalls lining the sides of the road, Kurt manages to pull up outside the local pub and slips the car into neutral. You lads might as well get out of here and try and get us a table. I'll go and park up at the ground now. Our kit bags will be fine in the car for a couple of hours. Mine's a Guinness. You both heave yourselves out the car, narrowly avoiding a young man in a plastic Union Jack bowler hat and an unbuttoned denim shirt swaying past with 6 mostly full pint glasses of local cider, precariously stuffed into his hands and armpits, impressively keeping the liquid losses to a minimum. As Kurt's car races off away from the curb, you both head towards the front door of the local, somewhat surprised to find that it doesn't move as you pull on the handle. The second and third times, with increasing force, still remains shut. Weird, especially with so much money to be made today. Without even needing to say a word, you both head around the corner to the side door, off the main road and down a slightly quieter passageway. Giving it a push, you feel relief as it opens inwards. Perhaps the landlord was just keeping the riffraff out. You push the inner door open, bracing yourself for a sea of drinkers, queuers, and revellers, but instead the pub is deserted. Or so it seems at first sight. But as you take a couple of faltering, confused steps in, you notice a pair of legs jutting around the corner of the bar. Legs with bells around the ankles and ribbons tied to white trousers. Unmistakably the legs of a Morris dancer.
Oh, God.
A figure, previously obscured by the bar, suddenly stands, dressed in the uniform of a police officer. It takes a moment, but your eyes lock with his as he frowns. How did you get in here? These doors should have been locked. Get out, police gentlemen. Confused and shocked, you turn to leave as another policeman enters, with the landlord, Lenny McDuffie, stood with him, his face white and with shock in his eyes. As you wordlessly pass him and head to the door, you hear the same policeman's voice again. So, Mr. McDuffie, how long have you been the landlord of the Brewer's Tap? As you exit into the late morning summer daylight, you blink at the sudden change of brightness before looking at each other with confusion. Was that a dead body? Surely there hadn't been a murder during the beer festival. Surely not in Waltham Bridge.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, fantastic.
So,
The crossover
The
is
During the
crossover.
Waltham Bridge Beer Festival.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is foreshadowing.
I'd like to make it known now that during the car ride and the smells of deep heat, that Nick was paying attention to which pocket in people's bags the deep heat was being placed. And also making a mental note of which players in the team wear cups.
Yes.
Classic
Just for
Sedge.
future antics. Yeah.
Classic.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, thank you, Luke.
That's
That was
all right.
brilliant. And
That was
you
really
for
good.
buying us the game. That was wonderful.
Yeah, thank you, Yo.
It was lots of fun. I really enjoyed it. I
Yeah,
feel a bit
me
bad
too.
now because it's good. We should definitely do it again.
And of course, it will lead us on to the murder
On a
in the
turning pitch,
villages.
of course.
The death of the Morris dancer will be our first villages game. Death during the beer festival at Waltham Bridge. But hopefully a cricket
I
match
like
could take place at the same time with old Smudger and Nick.
I like the idea of the death of the Morris dancer. I mean, not only just generally, I like the idea of the death of Morris dancers. It's also the fact that when the victim is a Morris dancer, you've immediately got all of the suspects.
It could be
I
any.
particularly like how you tied it in so that our characters in Sloggers and Sledgers have alibis. So it can't possibly be us.
It can't be you.
And as such, we can continue to play them through this game.
That's right.
Regardless of
We
what
can
happens
roll
in
up
the
different
villages.
stats for them, or choose different stats for them, and have our cricket characters as the our heroic investigators.
Very well-rounded characters, I guess. They've both got cricket stats and the murder.
They've got everything. And
What could you need?
I believe they might be joined by Sparrow as well, potentially. I think.
Wonderful.
Oh, I hope so. That'd be
If you're available for it, we'll always take a bit of international flair for some investigation.
Wait, cricket or investigation or both?
A bit of both, yeah. Get an overseas player, always good.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you for thank you for playing that. It's a numbers fest. I feel it might work better at the table together, but it was worth trying online.
There was some good decisions to be made. It was good fun. I like it. I'm thoroughly invested in my character.
Yeah, and I think one of the things it would work quite well at, of course, is working as the cricket back end to a more RP heavy game. If you set something around a village cricket match and use these rules to actually define what happens out on the pitch, while other things are happening using other rules.
Yeah, I think so. Have that sort of going on a bit.
because it did provide some quite fun, fun context for the actual match.
And definitely gave an impression of how certain people did on the day.
Yeah,
They're number
which
3.
which could make a big difference
Yeah.
in the kind of thing that happens on village greens,
Or
like the
people that
mass
are
slaughter of
murdered. Yeah,
Exactly.
precisely.
You seem far too gleeful at that. I think I can't say that you didn't kill him. Like when you stopped for the toilet, where did you go?
I mean, I do have a pretty impressive alibi, but I'm quite ashamed of that. I would prefer it if people thought I had committed the crime, or at least that I'd had it in me to attempt it.
One well placed fast delivery from Smudger.
Exactly.
Lights
Definitely.
out.
I just rolled for their number 3 as an aside. It's not, but he scored 96.
Oh, well done, that lad.
Oh, yeah, very good.
Given that he had to
Painful.
spend quite a lot of time, losing runs on every 6th delivery in order to rotate the strike and protecting his fellow men.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good effort.
96 not out is you'd take it.
Oh yeah, I mean we would have happily applauded him off the pitch for that. He had to do that the hard way.
Oh, see, I was about to say, now correct me if I'm wrong, Luke, that you'd mock them for not getting 100, but that's, maybe Ben's the better man.
As the fines chairman, he would get fined for jug avoidance because you have to buy a jug for a 50 or 100, the first 50 or 100. And if you're a little bit short, you can get fined half a jug for jug avoidance. So
yeah, makes
that could have been
sense.
possible. But I'd imagine he'd have probably had to pay a jug before. He's a good enough batsman, and it's August. He's probably got a 50 or 100 before. I'd imagine.
Probably got a few,
Probably, yeah.
A few jugs waiting.
A few jugs, exactly.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously he's a quality player, probably too good for the team around him.
Exactly. Well, you know what this means? We can now that we know that you're players for Waltham Bridge, we can play the traditional match with Fletcham.
We can.
With
You're right.
with Rillington.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not quite sure how I feel about playing against those posh lads from the Rillington school.
Yes, sir. I heard that Smudger started with Rillington, of course. In his glory days.
That was back in his youth.
Oh. So yeah, so we can get that going at some point. It's nice, It's nice to play a bit of cricket. Nice to do such things. If we want to do the villages, I think our plan was to do it before Christmas. Still, I'm still up for that if our timings work and if Sparrow's timings
Yes,
work.
that'd be great.
So
yeah, definitely.
Lovely.
I'm going to be honest. I want another cricket match before Christmas now as well. It's good fun.
Wonderful. Do you want to do it on stream?
As much as
come around mine for an evening and we'll
no, either way. Either way, as much as we try and avoid dice rolls normally, it's good times.
It might be nice to do it around a table. I thought now that we've finished the history of the villages, got all this free time now.
That's true. We could make it happen in real life. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Well, thank you guys, and thank you everybody. Sorry, thank you everybody for watching.
Strong outro.
Indeed, yeah.
I was coping most of the way through.
You did well.
It's catching up with me again.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys soon. And thank you everyone that watched. Cheers, Spares. Speak to you all soon, and sleep well, everyone. Have a good Sunday.
Good night.
Good night.
All right.